Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're digging into the blueprint for a modern e-commerce business. We're going to show you how to build a company that doesn't just survive the next decade of AI, but one that absolutely thrives in it. So let's just kick things off with the most important question you can ask about your business right now. Because honestly, the answer is going to tell you if you're building a rocket ship or if you're just dragging an anchor. All right, take a look at this number. This isn't your sales target. It's not a company valuation. This is a leak, a massive hidden leak that's quietly draining millions from businesses, maybe even yours, every single year. And that is the price of bad data. We're talking about all those things. Inaccurate descriptions, missing details, stuff that's just plain inconsistent. This is what leads directly to people abandoning their carts, to super costly returns, and it damages your brand. This is the anchor we were just talking about. So how do we cut that chain? Well, it starts with a really fundamental shift in thinking. We have to recognize that the game has completely changed. Winning isn't about just processing transactions anymore. The real battlefield, it's all about making smarter, faster decisions. And this quote just nails it. Look, collecting terabytes of data, that's table stakes now. It's pretty much useless on its own. The real challenge, and frankly, the real opportunity, is in bridging that gap, turning all that raw information into intelligent, automated actions that actually move the needle for your business. Okay, so where do you even begin? Well, before you write a single line of code, before you even think about buying new software, you need a map, a blueprint, something that ties every single decision you make right back to your company's core mission. Now, really lean into this definition because this is so critical. A data strategy. It's not some IT project tucked away in a back room. It is a business discipline. Think of it like the official playbook for how you're going to turn information into your most powerful asset, one that directly drives real, measurable results you can take to the bank. And this right here, this is a trap so many companies fall right into. You can't just say, we need to do AI. You have to stop and ask, why? What are we actually trying to achieve here? What specific, tangible business goal are we chasing? This framework makes that whole process so much clearer. Are you playing defense? Using AI for small improvements just to maintain your position? Or are you trying to extend your lead by building custom apps to get a real competitive edge? Or are you going for the whole shebang, trying to upend the entire market with something totally new and disruptive? Your ambition sets the stage for your investment and the level of risk you're willing to take on. Okay, you've got your map. Now you need the right ride to get you there. And let's be honest, that old clunky station wagon of an architecture, it's just not going to cut it anymore. It is time to upgrade to something that's built for speed and agility. This timeline really shows you how far we've come. I mean, we started with these super rigid, centralized data warehouses where everything was locked down. Then things got messy and fragmented. But now we're entering this incredible new era where AI itself is helping us organize and understand our data, making it smart and accessible to everyone, not just a handful of specialists. And this comparison just cuts right to the chase. A monolithic system, it's like a giant, tangled ball of yarn. You pull on one little thread and the whole thing could unravel. But a composable architecture, that's like a set of Lego bricks. You can snap pieces in, swap them out, and build exactly what you need, whenever you need it, without breaking everything else. And these are the 4 core principles of that Lego-like approach. It's called MOC. The M is for microservices. Those are your little independent building blocks. The A is for API first, which is how they all talk to each other. C is cloud native, meaning it's built to be flexible and scalable. And H is headless. This is a big one. It separates the pretty front end your customers see from the back end logic. That means you can use the same system to power your website, a mobile app, or even a smart fridge. It gives you total freedom. So we've got our strategy and our modern architecture. But how do we fuel this high-performance engine? The answer is a disciplined, modern approach to data engineering called data ops. To put it simply, data ops takes all the proven principles from agile software development, like automation, testing, and collaboration, and applies them directly to your data pipelines. And the result? You get faster, more reliable, higher quality data flowing through your entire business. Now, this is a huge mindset shift, so listen up. Stop building one-off pipelines for individual reports.
Instead, you've got to create certified data products and publish them in a marketplace where anyone in the company can find and use the trusted, verified data they need. It eliminates so much rework and creates a single source of truth.
All right, our engine is humming along smoothly. So now we can focus on the final destination, making our data truly AI ready so we can unlock its full potential.
Okay, now this is a massive, and I mean massive point that goes against everything we were taught about data for decades. We used to think the goal was perfectly clean, pristine data. But it turns out AI models need the messy real-world stuff, the outliers, the errors, the exceptions, to really learn how your business actually works. You can't train for the real world with perfect data.
The big takeaway here is that you don't just stumble into being AI ready. It requires a deliberate plan. You have to assess where you are, get buy-in from the top, and evolve your foundation before you even try to scale. This is the difference between building your AI future on solid rock versus on shifting sand.
So we've covered strategy, architecture, and engineering, but why does all this foundational work actually matter? Let's talk about the payoff in real business terms.
It matters because every part of the strategy connects directly to the metrics that define success in e-commerce. Better data quality boosts your conversion rate. A composable architecture lets you experiment and increase average order value. And a true AI-driven understanding of your customers, that can make your customer lifetime value explode.
And here it is, the ultimate prize. The numbers do not lie. Companies that actually follow this strategic playbook see up to 30% higher revenue growth than their competitors. That is the concrete, bottom-line result of getting this right.
And this is the final evolution. Being data-driven was about giving data to a few experts to analyze. Being decision-centric is about empowering everyone in your organization, from the warehouse floor to the C-suite, to use data to make better, faster decisions every single day. And that's the question we'll leave you with. Building this foundation isn't just a technical upgrade. It is a strategic imperative for anyone who wants to compete and win in the future of commerce.